Hi, it's Marita. Thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I want to talk about E2 visa denials coming up. Alright, so before I dive deeper, I do want to ask you to subscribe, especially if you're new to my channel. Welcome, hit that bell notification button so you are notified every time I release new content. So let's talk about E2 visa denials. Now, there is about 40% denial rate when it comes to E2 visa applicants. Now, the reason these E2 visa denials are happening is because people don't submit proper evidence. E2 visa is a non-immigrant visa category. However, it's a complex visa because if you are comparing E2 investor visa with EB5, obviously EB5 is a green card, and with EB5 there are different requirements. By the way, I do have a playlist on EB5, so I'm gonna link it for you. You can check it out. However, still, just because this is not a green card, it's still complex visa because you need to show that you are meeting all the requirements, such as business is active, business is not marginal, you have invested substantial amount of capital, or you are in a process of investing substantial amount of capital. You are able to manage this business, so you have relevant skills, or you have relevant knowledge or relevant background. You have a solid business plan that is showing serious future projections, 3 to 5 years, and so on. Like, I do have so many videos. I created an entire playlist on E2 visa topic. Again, I'm gonna link it for you. You can check it out. So the question is, why do people get E2 visa denial, especially now because US needs investors, US really is welcoming investors, they need the money, they need the capital. Why are these denials happening? Well, it's happening because you are not submitting a proper evidence, or you are not well prepared during the visa interview. What do I mean by that? You might be maybe lying because you're nervous. You don't know what to say because you haven't really studied your business plan properly. And you should, by the way, you should prepare for the visa interview. You should study every single document. Every single document, you should know exactly what's in your documentation. Many times people don't do it. They are not necessarily confident, they are nervous, and they say things that are not even true. I'm speaking from experience, people I have worked with, or people actually who come to me after they got the E2 denial. So that's one side of the coin. The another side of the coin is that, like I said, you haven't sufficiently documented strong ties to your home country. Even though you're applying for E2 visa, even though you are investing all the money you got, for example, because you just sold the property and you are moving to a different country and you use the funds for the E2 visa purposes, still you need to show that you have ties to your home country. If it's not your home country, it can be a country of your residency, but you still need to show that you intend to return back home once you're done with this business, okay? Because this is non-immigrant visa category. That is the ultimately number one reason people are their E2 visas are denied, because they don't submit evidence supporting that intention to return back home once they're done with this business. And I understand it's a little bit contradictory. It's a paradox, right? Because on one hand, you are starting a company, you are bringing money to the United States, you are obviously establishing business venture, you are intending to manage this company, and on the other hand, you should prove by evidence that you are intending to return back home, and that way you are not intending to stay in the United States permanently. Because if you intend to stay in the United States permanently, you need immigrant visa, right? Which is a green card, in other words, right? So the EB5 green card would be, in that case, suitable, for example. But there are also different green cards you can actually obtain from E2 visa to a green card. But keep that in mind, because this is something tricky that E2 investors don't really know, and therefore they get E2 visa denial. Never ever lie during your visa interview, okay? And if you don't know the facts properly, if you don't remember, say you don't remember or you don't know, but do not lie, because once you say wrong information, wrong statement, misleading information, they can consider you as a fraud and not to give you the visa, because obviously you are sharing information that are not consistent with the information that you have submitted during the application process. So keep that in mind. Also, another reason people are not able to get the E2 visa, or they're experiencing denial, is that they don't properly document the legal source. What's the legal source of E2 investment? You need to show, and you need to also be aware. So if you, for example, submit the evidence that you have the legal source from a loan, secure loan, and some savings, or maybe a gift or donation, and then during the visa interview you say that your evidence is only from your savings, then again it's a misleading statement and it's not consistent with the evidence that you have submitted. And this happens, by the way, when you are working with an attorney or somebody who's doing it on your behalf and you are not even aware what's in your application package, right? So be aware, guys. Like, obviously this is your case, so you need to know exactly what's in it. And obviously your statements and your answers must be consistent. And by the way, this applies if you're doing the consular processing through the US Embassy, not necessarily the change of status within the United States. So that's number one reason. Number two or number three reason would be that your business plan is not sufficient. Again, it's very important that you are starting a legit business. If you're just firing money and you don't really have a legit business, you are not really actively engaged with the business, and you don't have a business plan, proper business plan in place, your visa application will be denied. You need absolutely have and submit solid E2 visa business plan. Okay, keep that in mind. Solid E2 visa business plan that has at least 2, 3 to 5 years projections. I would do between 3 to 5 years projections, and obviously it needs to include the executive summary, your background, your skills. It should also include the SWOT analysis, and all of that. So keep that in mind, and it is worth investing to working with professional who's gonna help you. I've been doing E2 visas for 10 years now. And I myself been on E2 visas. So I know exactly what's the process like, from not just experience of my clients, but also my own experience. And I can tell you that there's a lot of details that go into the application, and every entrepreneur is different, every business model is different. So it's worth investing to hiring actual professional who's gonna help you out, because on the other hand, you are risking that some little thing is missing, and that's going to impact your future. Okay, keep that in mind. That's going to impact your future. Like, especially if you're already invested in the United States, especially if you already started a business in the United States. Like, make sure that you finish it strong, so you will be able to travel to the United States. Because now I can tell you this from experience, the USCIS staff as well as the embassy staff, they are checking everything. They are doing due diligence like never before. They are checking everything about your investment, about you. They are aware of things that you could be surprised what they know. So keep that in mind when you are applying, and do everything properly. Submit a strong business plan. Never lie during interview. Study the case, your own case, before you go, because sometimes these cases are really thick, like can be thick like that. So you're submitting a huge documentation, 1,000 pages, and obviously, you know, people don't want to study everything. They are maybe lazy, they don't feel like they have time. It's worth, trust me, it's worth the struggle, worth the effort, because you will be familiar with the documentation and you will know exactly how to answer every single question. You will be well prepared. So I hope this is helpful, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. And if you are investor, if you are aspiring investor and you want to book a consultation with me, you are welcome to do that. There's going to be a link below this video how you can book one-on-one call with me. And also I'm going to give you a link to a free training how you get E2 visa during COVID-19. So this free training is going to explain everything you need to know, how you apply for E2 visa during COVID-19, what are the challenges, and why you should specifically now apply, because now is the time for E2 investors to bring money to the US, because you the gold. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you find it useful, do like it, subscribe to my YouTube if you are new, and share the video with people who might need this information. And also check out these playlists how you can get the E2 visa. and also the case studies, the E2 visa success stories of other investors I have helped over the years. All right, guys, see you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.